Hello guys, again with a turn-based strategy demo gameplay. This time the game is called Solnox and I'm going to show you roughly 20 minutes of gameplay. It's a different type of not different, simpler, not so much mambo jumbo, mostly just talking. At least this is what the demo showed. Don't know exactly how the end product is going to be, if they're going to add something more or not, but this is what we are going for. So the Crusader or going rogue, so you can play either the good or the bad guy. You can play merciful, hardened, expert. So it's up to you. For being the first time and for the sake of the argument, I'm going to start with normal or new or easy or whatever you can see. Just to to be sure I'm not going to just die in the first round. So, skipping all the cinematics for now. The stages are, like you can see, something like that, not something very sophisticated, and you have your cards here that you can use all in one round, and you're going to get another. They are called runes actually. You're going to another 7 in the next round too. So don't be afraid not to use them. You can use everything depending if you wanna. Sometimes you can skip for the next round. Damage wise and health wise, we have 20 health our character, and damage is describing the runes, no? Also you can see we have seasons. You can see here 1 damage, if you do 3 damage, you can get another, you can draw another rune if you use this in this season, if the tile is the season, no? So yes, they have some extra effects for seasons, and you can also take into account that when you're using a card. Also defense. Defense is simply 1-to-1, is discounting only the damage that you get from the enemy. So now we have sun, summer. We already finished the ski, and you can choose between some commodities at the end, no? Again, we are still in the summer. You can move 3, for example. You can move another 2 and get 2 defense. So now we're going to have 2 defense, but we can also attack 6 damage in 3 hexagon area. You can put defense, is very useful because it's going to decount the enemy damage. So 1-to-1, like I said, no? Later it can be much more depending on some effects that you can get on your characters or on the skills depending on the season too. So yes, it's all about that season and some bonuses that you're going to get because of some season, and the rest is just 1-to-1. Later you can do more damage when you get raged, for example, enraged, no? For example, the winter style, I think, is one of the best because it gives you the 1 defense extra for every time you're using a rune in winter. I think the fall is going to give you an extra damage, if I'm not mistaken, and spring is going to let you draw another rune. So yeah, something, and the summer, I forgot what the summer was, but anyway, it's not that hard to know what the summer it is. We're going to see it immediately. Every round the season changes. So for example, when I end my turn, moving towards the, but I don't have no moves left, so I can so you see the season cycle is up on the middle. Now we are in the spring. and immediately it turned the season, the turn ended the season change. The turn ended for boss, not just for me and the enemy. The season changed. Ah, so you see, the summer does extra damage actually. So don't know what the fall it is then. I don't know. We just have to pay more attention than me to the video, and you will understand it better. Also, if you ask yourself if it's more about this game than just fight and use yourself very strategical the cards you have, not sure if it is more. So you're going to also have some effects, cards with effects like rage and stuff. You have a good variation of enemies. Actually, almost every stage it was different type of enemies or something different added. If it's something like a story behind the game, is going to be something else than this, have no idea, because the demo allowed just one run. You did one run and that was about it. You just had to put it to wishlist and wait for the best. But the graphics, it's not bad. The battlefield, it's okay, let's say, okayish, no? What I would like is maybe to be able to get another character or the new character or something like that. Maybe more characters, more classes, it would have been fun, or maybe possibility to be having more than one character in the same time to enjoy. Then maybe the battlefield should be a little bigger also, and also maybe not always if this is what is the game about, then maybe you shouldn't do like a round battlefield. Maybe you should do like an exploration type, like you're going through a region or something like that. No, it would have been much entertaining if this is all that is going to be about the game. And also accordingly adding obstacles that are going to make you choose different paths that to deal with different units, or some precise unit before the other, or maybe this season change also is not to be something about season, but to be something about the terrain. If it's rocky, it's snow. If it's woods, it's faulty. And if it's like, don't know, spring where is river and where is nothing is summer, or is desert or something like that. No, maybe that is something much appealing. Not sure. So the rest is just attacking without having no substance behind it. I mean, maybe some people don't need it. They just need, let's go for a fight between the knight and some cockroaches. It would be fun. Why? I just don't like each other, no? Too much. Have no idea. But don't know. Also, maybe it's going to be, don't know, possibility to change armor, to, don't know, improve some stats, to something like that, no? Maybe. I have no idea. But if the game is just this, is all it's going to be about the game. Sorry to say, but it's kind of boring. I mean, you played 10 minutes, you played the entire game. There's nothing else that is going to happen here. It's not bad. I mean, I like it. The way you use and way you fight and so on, it's nice. But you need more than just that. In my opinion, you need more than just that. One of my favorite game, turn-based strategy game of all time is King's Bounty. Is my favorite. I would play that game over and over. I don't know how many times I did it anyway. Played all. I mean the first original, not the. I played the second too. It, it it was something totally different. It was nothing to do with King's Bounty. I mean, it was turn-based strategy and it has characters and it has units, but it had nothing from the first game. Absolutely nothing. I don't know the creators of that game how they saw King's Bounty, because the best thing about King's Bounty is the variety of the units that you can use in that game. The variety of combination of units that you can use in that game, it's impressive. And not just like, I mean, you have a faction and you have this type of 5 type units like in Heroes type of turn-based or any other with factions. But that game you can use any unit from any factions. Of course you get some the bonuses or debuffs or you negative effects if you use, don't know, it was I think green dragons with giants and so on. The giants didn't like the green dragons and the green dragons didn't like the giants, so they were bad, they would have bad moral and so on. Yes, but that was the fun of the game. You enter into the game with 10 dragons and suddenly they turn it against you because they don't like something or because one of your artifact went rogue and stuff like that. So that is like you do a fantasy turn-based strategy game. That should be like taught in the school of game turn-based strategy games. That game, in my opinion. And it's not just that. The amount of missions that you can do in that game, the amount of walls that you can discover and content is so big. I mean, maybe there are a lot of other bigger games than that one, but that is a very, 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 old game. I mean, it's not something like you can, okay. And the fact that the units run after you, that tops everything. I mean, you have nothing to say anymore. So yes, this game is not bad. But if you don't have a variety, then it's kind of move, attack, and that's all. I mean, you get to play against different classes of units. You see now we're playing against some type of, I guess, cultist priests, are they called? Very entertaining, very nice. But even if I like the art form, I like the battle system, it's the same environment. Even if the season changes, it's nothing new. It's the same hexagonal battle arena. Yeah, I know it's not easy to come with new ideas and to put it in practice. I like this, but make next to it an exploration, not just like pushing some arrow on a screen. That is mobile game. You want to do something very, very, very fast and very simplest and to get a lot of money for it. Maybe if you put it for €5, people are going to buy it and play it for 10 minutes. So yeah, now we get to the points when we get different runes. This one is going to give you rage. The rage, what's going to give? Rage is going to to raise every single damage what you do with 1 point. So if you're going to do like until now 3 damage, you're going to do 4 and stuff like that. Yes, that's what's going to do rage to you. I guess this one was one of the most difficult fights. I guess it's the boss fight, the last stage. Until here it was approximately okay. Also between stages you can see you get to be healed and you get to win some goodies. Like cards, runes, sorry, not cards because they are runes, and money and so on. I don't know what money for, because until I finished the demo I didn't use no one single cent. So yes. So you see, now we have 9 defense and we can do now again 10 damage. That is a lot, no? And if we do our thing, I think, well, this round no, but we can move better, because if not we can be blocked here. And you can see that area exactly, you cannot do damage if you stay in that hexagon. Now we moved, now everything got back to normal. We got enraged again, we raised 1 more point. You see, now we have that effect next to the life and bar and so on. This says 2. We had 2 points in rage, so we could have done 2 more points added to the normal damage that you actually do. We got down to 1 enemy, and let's say we're going to finish this stage. If you like something about this video, just give a like, comment, subscribe, share. You know exactly what is to be done. Thanks again for watching and have a very nice day.